$6 billion worth of Bitcoin moves from a Mt. Gox wallet and the price dumps. Truth or FUD? Bitcoin crypto morning tea. Hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets where the sun's shining, where the wind's blowing. All the humble opinion of this piano Zamboni bringing the The FOMO index has jumped up to 65 from yesterday's 52. Bitcoin dominance is 53.7%. 24-hour volume is 47 billion. The overall market cap, 2.31 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Well, it was fun while she lasted. A nice relaxing weekend where some massive nation state stopped dumping Bitcoin, allowed the market to behave like it should, and then we got the Mt. Gox FUD. $6 billion worth of Bitcoin moves wallets, and what some say is in preparation for distribution to creditors. So while yesterday we saw price action rise all day, peaking out at 65K pound the Mt. Gox Cincinnati Shuffle, price action nosedived and plummeted down, finding a bottom and a bounce at 62.4 and has fluttered back up to time of production 63.1. But let's just pretend the Mt. Gox FUD didn't happen, and this was all just a normal pullback after a very decent pump. Where we are now is just the 23.6% fib, which is absolutely normal for a typical pullback. If we see increased FUD and fear today, our next fib would be the 38.2% fib down, Siggity 1.8, which is our channel of eternal monotony support level, which is where we said yesterday to expect a retest and a bounce. Now, if she's so darn tootin', she could swing down to stamp the 50% fib ticket at 61K, which is also our old channel of Ascension's resistance, which would now be acting as support. And well, we can't ignore the goldenest of golden ratios, the Siggity 1.8% fib, which is bearishly nestled down at 60K, also a super psychological level of support. All of these levels would be considered normal, a typical pullback after a pump. Doesn't mean it will, just means it hasn't, it could again. Now over on the ding dong, you can see we pumped up and over the 50 moving average and have been rejected back down underneath her. An area I'm keeping my papers on is the 62.2 level, which is our last peak 61.8% fib. So there's decent history at that level to carve out. Some support and possibly a reset bounce to continue upward action. Bullish goals for today would be to pump back up and over the 50 moving average and retest the 38.2% fib at 65.8, and my heartbreakingly bullish outlook would be to retest our channel of eternal monotony's resistance, which also just happens to be the 23.6% fib up at 68K. A nice big and round juicy number. So So despite the endless FUD and irrational selling by fiat blood money nation state noobs, the market is lining up with the fibs, which is a signal we are in recovery despite last night's sell-off, and normal market conditions are falling back into place. And in a bull run, normal market conditions, well, it means number go up and up and up and up and up. And would you look at that, my friends? The sun's up. It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth. A day none of us are guaranteed. We're not guaranteed these days, yet we're lucky enough to have them anyway. So get out there, knock them dead, and remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected leaves. That's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live right away, so grab yourself a coffee, join me for a quick one, and by all means, sing it with me now. Around the banks of boom dash bang, Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey, whoa, cha-cha-cha-ching. The fibs, they are lining up. I like that because you can tell when there's certain irrationality in the markets, whether it's manipulation or what have you. Usually the fibs aren't lining up, but when the fibs line up and they end up hitting on past resistance lines and past support lines, it means the market is aligning itself, in my opinion, in the humble opinion of this piano anyway, that the market is aligning itself to normal market conditions. This is how the market moves. So for instance, we are in a bull run, so it would make sense for us to hit these fibs on the way up, and when we retrace back on the way down. Now, in a bear market, of course, we would go the other way. And when we would have a good signal that price is continuing going down, we would just hit these fibs as they go. And you can tell in the past channel of eternal monotony for the past 3 months, it wasn't necessarily respecting the fibs. We were just channeling in and out. It was almost like an asteroid belt in space. We're just going through it, hitting, the window would hit an asteroid. It would change the course a bit, but nothing was really too detrimental in price action. And then when we start moving up, you can see we are now respecting these darn tootin' fibs, these darn tootin' button. Look at that. It worked first time. Usually it doesn't. You usually got to press it 5 times. So we take a look at this 4-hour chart. It looks like we are getting a little bit of a pushback, some headwinds from our channel's resistance up at 64.4. We just wicked to 64.3. Now, I guess we got to, what we'd say we keep our papers on is a 62.2 level. This is, was it a 60? It's a 61.8 fib in the big scheme of things, but it's from this old past, let's go see if you can see this. I guess you can't see from that old past peak, right? So it is a significant number. There is a significant number of touches historically, but doesn't necessarily mean we have to. We could open up the market and boom dish bank. she goes crazy. Who knows? But yes, Carl Elder, I've been thinking most of Mt. Gox people will take some profits, but not as much as everyone thinks. They were in so early. They are the OGs. They won't sell before the top of the bull market. Yeah, to me, it depends on the inflows of the ETFs, right? Which has really been floating this boat in this past little while. If for some reason a bunch of these Mt. Goxians get their tokens and they want some lifestyle money, they want to maybe pay off some stuff. Maybe they've been waiting for all these years to say "I told you so" to all their friends, and they can level up their lifestyle. Maybe, perhaps, but I don't
by no means do I think it's the vast majority of that sell-off will really affect it, depending on the ETFs. I mean, if the ETF inflows are as strong as they've been, we probably will just see a lot of this going on. Dump down, wick up, go up, wick down, nothing crazy. Until, of course, like all markets, there's more either buyers or there's more sellers. That is really how it goes. And right now you can see we're just robot quant botting. Buy, sell, algo, depending on what's coming out in the news. Squeaky McGee maybe, but a lot of Mt. Gox people were forced into being OGs in a sense. Yeah, well, what a luxury that would be. Can you imagine that? Like, that's when you got to think you're in a simulation. You get in early for Bitcoin, and then all of a sudden you think it's gone. Then it's locked up, and you're forced to hodl. You're a forced hodler and would-be millionaire as soon as it gets unlocked. But, there's those memes of crypto guys that, live in a one-bedroom apartment with a mattress and a TV. And maybe what they do is they get some lifestyle money and get a bigger TV. Not a box spring, no, because, I always think box spring is a very feminine addition to beds. Left to their own device, men would be like, well, what do I need a box spring for? Isn't the floor a box spring, really, when you think about it? Can't I just use the floor as this box spring? I've always had issues with box springs. Now I'm glad to see that sometimes you just get those little wood tarp things that they're hard to. It's almost like some sort of puzzle to let them go and not get all complicated and tangled up. That's the biggest struggle I have with those tarps is them not getting tangled up. And then you try to spread them out on the thing, and one's overlapped. Anyway, I'm not a big fan of box springs. Never have, probably never will. And I think moving forward, we'll see less and less box springs. Let me know. Do you guys like box springs? To me, Retro Mike Tech Air mattress, $20 bed. It's all we need. Yeah. Who's texting me? The funny thing about beds is it's one of those things where it's what you don't know can't hurt you, right? So like if you just have a lousy bed, you don't know it, especially as a man. I'm sure if you have any ailments, some back problems, the bed will exacerbate those problems. But left to our own device, this futon from 96, it's got some pizza pop stains all over. Yeah, that's okay. I just flip it. Then I'll wash the futon cover off the pizza stains, and we're fine. We're good. I won't even put it down. I'll keep it in the little cup, and I'll just sleep on that thing forever. Very uncomfortable, those things. But then again, that's all we need. Amy lives crypto. I love my 4-inch foam pad on top. Sleep like a baby, or someone who DCAs Bitcoin. You're right. Those foam pads are. I always that if you want to talk about a market disruptor, I mean, you could have that lousy little futon I was talking about. You just slip that 4-inch foam underneath the pizza stained futon cover, and you're good to go. It's really all you need is that 4-inch foam over anything. That was a game changer for me. Don't go anywhere without that 4-inch foam. Over on the ding dong. We did get over. Oh no, we're back under it. We did get up and over this 50 moving average. This is a sign of bullish prowess. We can get back up here. It's a good signal to the bots to keep their sell algos or away and keep their buy algos slightly pumping, whether they're just spoofing the market or what have you. That's what I think happened last night. It was a little bit of a spoof mat when that news came out, and everyone got a little crazy. Squeaky McGee, no more $1,000 mattresses. A lot of these foam with spring mattresses that come shrunk in a 300 or so, pretty damn good. Yeah, I agree. But then again, every now and then I get those little ads for those remote control beds that have a massage in them, and they can go up and go down, and they got a little plug-in for stuff and lights underneath, and you're like, geez. Actually, Bitcoin saved me from buying it. I was pretty dead set on getting it because I look at it this way. What do you spend 1/3 of your life asleep? So, well, how about we level up and we get a decent bed for the next, 20% of my life left, or 50%. Let's be a little more, a little positive here. 50% of my life left. And if it was because of Bitcoin, I'm like, well, why would I put $4,000 into a bed when I can put it into Bitcoin? So it saved my arse again. And that's basically how I run my life. Do I want this more than Bitcoin? And in fact, it's starting to get insidious because there's these shoes that keep on popping up on my feeds. And they're for these Asics Tiger Japan slip-ons. I know it sounds so stupid, but I've always liked that Asics because it was like my first sport that I excelled at was volleyball. And back then it was all Asics everything. Maybe that's it's implanted in my brain, but it keeps on popping up. But here's the thing. They're $300. That's crazy for basically, you know what they look like? They look like those old 80s mesh shoes with the Asics brand on it, right? Like I would buy it without the Asics brands. I just like the fact that they're the mesh shoes with no back, kind of like a slipper. But for $300, I just can't bring myself to do it. Do I add it to the cart and mull it over every day? Yeah, I do. But I eventually go out and I haven't purchased it, and I don't think I can. $300 is just too much. What is that? $210 US for a bunch of slippers? Come on, that's crazy. Hopefully my will stays up because every day, that's what they do. It's like, I wonder if they have like this mathematical equation. If we show what they've shown, if we keep showing the consumer what they showed interest in once, how many times do they have to show that before the person finally goes, fuck it, and they buy it? Because to me, we're working on a baker's dozen here with these sandal slip-ons. Looks like we wicked up and out of our channel of descension, albeit briefly. We almost got into our channel of eternal monotony. This is when we become super bullish, my friends, once we're in here. It's like this long little dipsy doodle out. This was carnage on market sentiment, carnage in the Bitcoin. I wonder how many people lost life-changing wealth because they just got so tired of the market. It's funny that people do that, because as tired as I get with the market and the doldrums and the bearish pressure and the would-be never-ending manipulation, it's like, oh, how does hundreds of millions go into the market and the price dumps? I get it. There must be more sellers than buyers. Simply put, looks like we're on a little bit of a downward trend here, 63.5. But imagine that getting spirited out of the bull runs of all bull runs. Now, I have seen some creators talking about maybe this time is so different that was the top of the bull run. And this is what happens when Jape7288 over on Rumble. Too funny. Stay strong. Resist the urge. That is too much for shoes. I agree. And this is how far I stray in price action. These slippers, Asics slippers, $300. The ones I wear every day, $5.99 at Super Value, which is like Joe's. It's called Super Value. Some people call it the stupid store. It's one of our mega. I wouldn't say it's a discount grocery, but it's cheaper than, say, Safeway or whatever your higher end food stores is. And they have a clothing line called Joe, something like that. And anyway, I bought these. They were bought for me actually as a present. People buy me shoes. You don't even know what size my feet are, like what I like, or even if I wear these slip-ons. Right? Turns out they got it right, and I went back to buy them all. So this is what this psycho does. If I like one thing, one piece of clothing, doesn't matter whether it's a hat, shirt, pants, or shoes. If I like it, I'll go and get as many as they have. If you got 10 of them, I'll take them. Then I'll just wear that one thing all the time. But they don't have these sandals anymore. Do I look every now and then online to see if they have it in a clearance bin? Yeah, of course. And would I buy every single one? Yeah, because this is what I like to do. I like to get all those, they're kind of like a plasticky, foamy sandal. I'll buy them all and I'll put them everywhere. I'll put them at the squash club, at the cabin. Look who's here. Just talking about sandals, Duke. Thank God you interrupt me. I was going nowhere with that. How you doing today? How was your tennis yesterday? Did you enjoy it? We had a request from Awkward Silence, I think it was, yesterday on Rumble for guess what song? Let's not press that button yet. Guess what song, Duke? It was Smart Cookie. He wanted to play it for he wanted you to play it. Let's keep the piano. He wanted to play it for his son, who's a little bit younger than you. So how about you sing Smart Cookie for him? I'm not sure what his name is, but let's go for it. Smart Cookie. Maybe throw in a solo or something too. Like Gary Gensler.
I'm a smart cookie, yes I am. I know my ABCs, I can get on my head. So you 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Start again. I'm a smart cookie, yes I am. I know my ABCs, I can get on my head. So you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Don't forget to be kind. Just as important as being smart, like being smart in the heart, kind. Just as important as being smart, being smart in the heart. I'm a smart cookie, yes I am. I know my ABCs, I can get on my hands. So you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Smart cookie, so I'm a smart cookie, yes I am. I'm a smart cookie, yes I am. Yes I am. Smart cookie, smart cookie, smart cookie, smart cookie. I'm a smart cookie, smart cookie, smart cookie, smart cookie. I'm a smart cookie, yes I am.
Now I just saw Mark Stone say, I bet the piano is off. Is the piano off? No, it's on. It's on. Good job, Duke. You didn't do a little solo section, though. No, don't turn it off. Are you bullish or bearish today,
What's
Duke?
other?
Other just puts it into the drums or something. Oh, this is your song. Yeah. Let's sing them out, buddy.
What?
Or do you want to? You know what? Let's do it. Let's do a little practice round of the Jimmy intro and see if you can read the people as it comes. This is the how you do it.
Welcome to the Jimmy on a Friday night, Winnipeg, Manitoba. Sunny St. James, my name's Patty KB. This is a handsome and charismatic pianomattyb. We're gonna be playing all your favorite requests tonight. Make them sound real proper like. So grab yourself a drink or two.
No. Thank you, you too.
Thank you too for tuning in. You always keep the party pumping when request keeps in. I see Joe Ferguson and Miss Go and Carl Wilder and Mark Dutch. So grab yourself a drink.
No. Let's see if we can read them.
I did.
No, but we're gonna read a bunch of them because this is where the real.
Shadow Chaser, Wick's wife, Fine, the Wick family. So grab yourself a drink or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Heavens to make it Troy. Have a good time. Have a good time. Have a good time. Won't you have a good time? Live audience, if you want to make a request, just get one of these request cards and a pen. But when you're bringing the request cards up, you have one simple ask.
What's that?
put them in the tip jar. That's reserved for gold hard cash. 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 So grab yourself a drink or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. We're having just a mega Troy. Have a good time. Have a good time. Have a good time. Won't you have a good time? Wee.
Nice job, buddy. It's hard, eh? Reading the people who are watching and you're left in hand.
Not look at the piano.
Yeah, I know. It's a tough one. Let's sing them out, buddy. Oh, got a super chat there from Retro Mike Tech. Want to improv something for Retro Mike Tech? Is this for Retro Mike Tech?
Yeah.
Okay. What are the lyrics?
No, there's no way.
No lyrics, instrumental? Oh, gotcha. Okay, sing us out, buddy.
We're playing the same game as our circle by tickle accidentally. Circle by tickle accidentally. Leaks, that's why it's so long game. Zoom out and have a fantastic day. Around the banks of burn the spank, Bitcoin, crypto, money,
Nice job, buddy. Good job. See you in a bit. We're going off to tennis. Thank you for the super chat, Retro Mike Tech. Retro Mike Tech. Hope everyone has an unbelievable day at 63.8. Duke seems to have pumped the market slightly. Let's see if we can get up to 65K. Keep your papers on 65K.
Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video.